Hi, this is Palmer coming to you with another forecast for the stock markets from OptionSpreadTrades.com for January 5th, 2009. Happy New Year, everybody. Today we are taking a look at the weekly chart in the S&P. We still have a buy signal from the 8th of December at 895. The markets are trading up to 926 at 926. As you can see, the stochastics are still up, and we did just cross the zero line this week on the momentum. So it looks like we're probably going to get a rally up into maybe the 1000, 1010 area on the S&P. This is a daily chart. As you can see, the S&P has broached the 50-day moving average, which is this pink line right here. Again, the markets are trading at 926. So last week we mentioned that we thought the markets would probably be a bit bullish this week. Part of that is because of what is known as the Santa Claus rally, which is exactly what we got. And it looks like we're moving into the first few trading days of January, so we want to be careful. We want to watch these really carefully because this is known as the January barometer. What this means is that the first 5 trading days of the year generally tend to predict what is going to happen for the rest of the year. So in other words, if there's a big bullish move the first 5 days of the year, that usually means that it's going to be bullish all year. Likewise, if it's bearish the first 5 days of the year, that generally means the year will be bearish. This indicator has about an 86% accuracy over the last 36 years. It's been correct 31 out of 36 times, so that's pretty good. Of course, it doesn't tell us the magnitude of the bearishness or the bullishness. It just gives us sort of an indicator of which way to lean. We're going to take a look at the commercials now. As you can see here, this is the red line is the commercial traders, blue line are the large speculators, and the aqua line are the small speculators. As you can see here, the red line is down. We are getting another sell signal from the commercial traders this week. We've moved to maximum bearishness, which is a 0 on the COT index. So that means we anticipate that the big side, the big moves, will probably be down to the downside. But again, we are in a bull market, or I'm sorry, a bear market rally. Technically, we are still bullish, at least for the time being. What that means, like we said, we got the buy signal back on the 8th of December. We have momentum up above the zero line, and stochastics are up all on the weekly chart. We broached the 50-day moving average on the daily chart. What all of this means is that sideways to higher markets are likely for the near term. The bigger moves, once we kind of get to a technically oversold level, the bigger moves are probably going to be to the downside as long as the commercials continue to short sell the market. As far as seasonal tendencies, like we said, we want to look forward to the January barometer. Take a look at the first 5 days of the trading year. Monday we are up. The Dow is up generally 12 out of the last 15 years. The S&P is generally up 71% of the time. One thing we want to be careful about is this is a post-election year. Okay, so last year was an election year. This year is a post-election year. Generally, post-election years don't perform as well as the pre-election years and the election years. Okay, in fact, if you looked at the post-election years, from the post-election year high to the midterm low, which is the following year, generally the Dow has dropped 22% on average since 1913. So we want to be careful. It looks like I mean, if you're just to go based off that statistic, the chances that we are going to enter, we are still going to have a bearish year are pretty good statistically speaking. But again, we want to watch for the first 5 days, see how those go, and then play it from there. Okay, if you have any questions, please send us an email at info@optionspreadtrades.com. If you'd like to get on to some trades, we are looking at some pretty good moves. We have some seasonal trades with gold, and we have some seasonal trades with oil and natural gas coming up. We'll probably trade some ETFs. Those, as you know, the oil markets and the natural gas markets have dropped quite a bit, so we are expecting a fairly decent rebound. If you'd like to see some of our trades, get in, make some money. We were up for 2008 by about 30%. Given that we just started trading in September, that's pretty good. We did have sort of a bad December, but we had such a fantastic October, September and October, that it didn't really matter. Again, we made about 30%, even though the markets, the S&P was down 40% for the year. At OptionSpreadTrades.com, we were still up 30% over 4 months. So we are looking forward to having continued success through 2009. If you'd like to come join us, please come visit us for a free trial at www.optionspreadtrades.com. Happy New Year and happy trading. Take care. Thanks for listening.